All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Gentlemen and ladies.
Gentlemen and ladies. We don't judge up here in this podcast.
A
Welcome
little
back to another Limited Potential episode. This is number 2. Number deuce. We are rocking it again here. We were away there for a little bit, but we are back. We are glazing it up. Drake, how are you doing?
I'm does what it doing. I'm doing what it does.
Now, Drake, I think all of us want to know how your past convictions were with prison.
Honestly, I didn't like the haircuts.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could see that, if you guys would, you guys will see, obviously in previous episodes, you could have seen Drake's hair, but Drake's hair, like Niagara Falls, recedes about 1 centimeter a year. I think hey Drake, that's kind of like the going time frame,
Yeah.
right? Like Niagara Falls is about 1, although they say Niagara Falls.
It's a man-made recession too.
It's a man-made recession. You're just shaving increments off every year. January 1st. You're just, all right, here we go.
I just know it's some dude. I put a camera in my room and some guy comes in my bedroom, shaves my head slightly less each time, and I don't wake up.
But what's the camera for? Are you recording it for something, or what? Why is it?
To find out why to figure out why I'm losing hair. Obviously.
Oh, so you're saying that you didn't know that he was cutting your hair at first?
Yeah, I didn't. What do you think I would have? Sign up for that?
What a prankster, man! Well, I don't know what you want to do. What a prankster, though, man! Like you just.
Oh, the guy's got me good.
Every calendar year,
I can't get him back because I don't know who he is.
December 26th comes around and he's like, "It's in my calendar. Time to start loading up and getting
on
them."
my birthday.
You know what's wild too is
he's like, "Fuck you, dude! Happy birthday!"
Yeah. You know what's wild too is the level of security that you have in your home. That the fact that he's able to perfectly flawlessly break in every time.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's pretty crazy.
Kind of scary. Guys like the Sandman.
So, folks, I hope you've had a couple of good weeks. We're getting into the fall weather finally. We're getting into hopefully some colder temperatures here with the weather starting to change a little bit. So, hopefully wherever you are, you're getting a little bit of spooky. It's getting into Halloween season as well too. Drake, when would you say is an acceptable time to decorate for Halloween? Like, what are you like strictly like October 1st? It's okay, or like are you against it if someone's decorating like
Halloween?
31st, last day of October.
It is October 31st.
October 31st. It's always the last day.
For some reason, I always think it's in November.
You're fucking with me. You're messing around. You're joshing. He's joking, everyone.
I'm pulling your leg.
Yeah, you pull my third leg.
Me.
Pull my front tail's wagging.
Yeah,
that's another one. You gotta put that one. You gotta write that one down.
Yeah,
front tail's wagging.
We are writing down oh man,
that got me so good.
A textbook of quotes that we say during conversation randomly. I'm not gonna mention. And there's no context for the quote. It's just a quote.
We'll go through, I think, one day.
Eventually, when we get enough, we'll go through them all, because this is just started now.
And we have to go back, because we have some ones, even from, like, back in the day, that we have to get back and remember, like, what they were about. I think "fuck you" is a good one, too, and that's the context of Taco Bell. Like, that's an all-timer, yeah. I think. Like, just knowing that. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up in all capitals, and you know exactly where that came from. That's what I think is pretty funny about that. Yeah. So what do you think is an acceptable time frame for Halloween? Like, are you like, is it October 1st? You're like, okay, you guys, you can decorate.
1st, yeah, you can put your stuff up October 1st.
See, I'm the opposite. I find that decorating Halloween, especially with like my place, it's so tedious that I'd rather do it in the warmer months or the warmer time frame of September to make sure that, like, I'm not freezing my ass off trying to put up lights, trying to put up Halloween, So usually for me, it's acceptable when I see, like, maybe 1 or 2 other houses in the area put out stuff. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm not the psycho. Like, I'll put my stuff out now. Like, I did take my stuff. Well, I am a psycho?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do like Halloween, so it's one of those things as well too. But decorating, I think, ahead of time. I think it's just one of those things. I mean, nowadays, like, you look at the supermarkets, I feel like every superstore chain is going further and further like right now they're advertising for Black Friday. You know what I mean? It's not even Halloween yet. Like I feel like, and Halloween's being advertised in July. You know what I mean? Like every year, it's like, in 10 years from now, you're gonna get advertisements for Black Friday in May. You know what I mean? And like your Halloween stuff will be set out in April. You know, like it's just, it feels like they just push everything forward every year to try and get the consumer to get that early jump on everything. You know what I mean?
That's exactly it. So I'm usually a firm believer of the 3 weeks before, 1 week after. Unless there is another holiday that precedes that, then you have to wait until that holiday is finished before you can put up the secondary holidays things.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like when we get into this period here, there really isn't anything before Halloween, so you kind of have that jump. But like,
yeah,
when Halloween's over with, November 1st, I'm taking that stuff down because then you could put out like some hay bales or some corn stalks, some reasonable things for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving isn't like an over decorating holiday, but you can just have some nice fall accents outside of your house. Now, as soon as like for me, when that weekend after Thanksgiving, that's Christmas. Like same thing, right? Like I don't want to be decorating for Christmas the first week of December when it's even colder than it was the last week of November. So I'd rather get that done as soon as November's over with, that way, or end of Thanksgiving's over with. That way I can kind of relax and enjoy the holidays. You know what I mean? I'm not rushing around to do everything in December. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And then, yeah, same thing. Like I'll usually leave my Christmas decorations on until after New Year's, because it's like that's all kind of in the same holiday season. You know what I mean? Like you get the first week of January there, and you're like, okay, it's time to tear this stuff down, take the tree out. All that kind of, the holidays is kind of all gone. So
no, absolutely. I think yeah, I agree.
So, folks, we were going to do a funny little debate here. Now, some of these things we might agree on. Some of these we don't. I kind of just made a list. Drake and I made 2 separate lists here of things that we wanted to talk about and debate. Now, I'm going to think about this one for a second. So, the question is, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest? And, like, let's just go all facets. Like, all animals of life. Like, everything that is, like, on the earth, whether it's a bug, an insect, everything. Like, what would be the rudest? I think I have mine. I think I have mine, and I think it's, yeah, I have mine for sure. Do you have yours in mind?
Which animal's the rudest?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the hippo.
A hippo?
A hippo. A hippo. A hippo to me. Well, go ahead and tell me yours first, then I'll start divvying out why.
A hyena.
Okay. So we kind of both went in the same kind of in the same biome, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So for me, I say hippo because hippos are incredibly territorial. Hippos, doesn't matter what you are, if you're in the hippos area in their water, you're dying. Like you see crocodiles, I mean, like there are so many people nowadays who pass away, because they get too close or a hippo corners them or whatever. And the way that I find hippos to be so dickish is they're also like the males will have like 4 to 5 bitches at one time. So like you just have these big douchey male hippos running around who are super territorial. Anything that gets into their way, they're gonna kill, and they're just gonna be an asshole. And they don't even kill you because they eat you. They kill you because you're in their way, and they kill you for fun. So I think that they'd be a prick.
Yeah, I'm saying hyenas just because they're just gonna be an asshole, So they're just gonna constantly just heckle you and shit, Anything you do, they're gonna be right there, just making fun of you, just calling you out, like, dude, this guy sucks, like just constantly picking on you, man. And
it's a pack of them too, so they're just like, fuck this guy.
If it's just one, or if it's just 10, they're all just gonna gang up on you no matter what in any scenario. It's just like you could be hanging out near the watering hole, and these guys are just gonna start picking on you, man. Like, look at this dude's ankles,
Look at this dude's ankles. But see, that's what I'm saying about
stuff that you don't even have a complex for. They will generate a
complex. They're making it. You. Okay, that's interesting. See, that's what I feel like though about hippos is like, say like you have this big douchey male hippo, and then you have all of his bitches around him, and he's literally killing you, and all of like the female hippos are like talking shit about you as you're dying, and like how ugly you are. And
I don't think female hippos would do that.
oh yeah,
I see
dude, they're
hippos
just as
being
prissy.
gross.
They're just as
Nah.
prissy. Yeah.
Nah, dude. Hippos are more like gross things to me than like assholes or like, you know, rude. Have you ever seen a hippo take a shit? They just shit standing up, and then they fling their tail around, so it flings the shit left and right and against like the rest of their body. Hippos are like, you're gonna have that guy make fun of me. I'm destroying the hippo.
He's gonna shit on you and then kill you.
What the whole thing isn't about like whether the hippo's gonna kill me or not. It's just which one's the most rude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I think that he's gonna be rude while he's shitting.
No, he's dumb. Hippos are dumb. Hippos are dumb. Okay, what he's gonna come up and he's gonna be like, "Hey, boy, you doopy head." You know, like, shut up, hippo, dude. You don't know. Go away.
Okay. Yeah. I disagree. They're a lot. I think they're a lot more intelligent.
Smart little assholes, and they're just gonna be right there behind you. Like, damn, that outfit does not look good today, dude.
That outfit does not look good.
They're just gonna be just grilling you about everything that you do.
Yeah,
you're gonna be hanging out underneath the savannah tree, and I'm like, damn, this guy sucks.
Jesus, dude. We smelled you from a mile away. You fucking reek.
Yeah, dude. Like, when's the last time you took a shower, dude? Go in the water, and like, I can't. There's alligators and hippos, and like, wow, you know.
Now
that's not my problem.
People, feel free to chime in the comments too. Like, if you guys follow along here, pause the video, go in and mention, like, if you, or like even listen in and remember what your things were, and then just kind of go down the list of what you think. Love to hear your feedback on animals, whatever topics that we cover here tonight. Feel free to comment and chime in on what you think. If you think there's one that we missed out that you have a reasoning for, like, by all means chime in and tell us, and you know, we can even kind of bring it up the next episode as to why. So okay, I have another one here, Drake, that we can go over if you want.
Yeah.
Which childhood cartoon had the best theme song?
I don't really remember any childhood theme song except for one. And when I hear it now, I just get massively nostalgiaed, like nostalgia-sized, like nostalgiated. You know?
Yep.
And it's funny because I never actually watched the TV show. I watched the show like 2 hours or an hour and a half beforehand. I would watch that show, then I would fall asleep, and then I would wake up at like 2 a.m. And this show's, I guess it's not even the beginning credits, it's the end credits song, would be playing, and I'd hear that song every single time when I would wake up, and then like it'd play out, and then I would turn the TV off and go to bed as a kid coming home from high school and stuff, you know.
Okay.
And that was Inuyasha's ending song for the end of like their TV show from Adult Swim.
Yeah, okay.
I'd be on it. I'd be watching like the Adult Swim, like whatever anime or whatever TV show was on Adult Swim at the time, and then Inuyasha would be like on way later, you know.
Yep.
Let's be honest. I'd be watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, and actually there's an intro that I would say is really good. But I'd be watching that anime, and then I'd fall asleep right after it because I'm just a little dinkhead. And then I'd wake up and that song would be playing. And like if I'm scrolling through Instagram and that ending comes on, it's like nostalgia hit, boom, like I do feel it instantly.
Yeah, okay.
So just based on nostalgia from that, you know, because that takes me right back to 2 a.m. waking up in my parents' living room as a kid, you know, and I'd have school Monday morning, but it was Friday, and I'm chilling out now, you know.
Yeah, cue the Monsters Inc. meme where you like roll over and you like look at the TV and then look at the clock and it's like 3 a.m. and it's like Inuyasha's on TV. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
that would be okay. That's and what's funny is like we watched that a lot too together. Like when you first came back to this, I remember, or like even when you like would come visit, we'd watch that together. Remember, we would watch it a bunch of times at your grandpa's house at nighttime. We'd watch that. We watched that a lot. I don't remember.
Adult Swim?
Well, even in Inuyasha, like we watched that a lot too together. Like we watched Adult Swim and that like at your grandpa's house.
Yeah.
Like when you were visiting and stuff like that, you'd be home for like a week or 2 weeks. Like those nights we'd be just chilling at your grandpa's house, literally watching Adult Swim all night long, and like watching like I forgot what that other metal one was that we used to watch too. That was like the Rock Band or whatever. That was the metal band.
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse. Yeah, thank you. I remember that one as well too. Big that we used to watch. So a lot of those. See, I was surprised that you didn't say Dragon Ball Z because I thought that you would be.
I don't even remember Dragon Ball Z's intro, to be honest with you, dude.
Okay, that's fair.
It's been so long that I've watched Dragon Ball Z that I do not remember their intro. Like,
now, see, I'm kind of torn between three of them, and this is kind of three that. Sorry, yeah, okay, I'm torn between three of them that, like, for me, ring a huge bell. That's Rocket Power. Rocket Power was a huge one.
Rocket Power always hated me. Rugrats is kind of hitting though for sure.
Rugrats hit, and then SpongeBob. SpongeBob, like, I mean.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob's okay. Yeah, I absolutely forgot about the Bob Sponge. I agree with you. SpongeBob is number one.
Yeah, SpongeBob I think is an all timer. I mean, every time that came on,
Rocket League annoyed me to no end, dude.
Rocket Power.
Huh?
Rocket Power, not the video game. just wanted to go. Just want to go in a quick caveat about how you hated Rocket League for a second.
Yeah. I just hate Rocket League. People who play it, no. I've never played Rocket League. I don't think I'd be good at it. But yeah, Rocket Power. I didn't like it at all because like they were just I don't know something about it I didn't like, and how they called everybody that wasn't cool a mug. I'm like, what the fuck does a mug mean? Nobody knew.
Yeah. Okay.
To this day, nobody knew what a mug is.
You know, like you had Doug.
What's a mug?
Doug, Hey Arnold were two big ones too that had some pretty good Wild Thornberries.
You don't even know what a mug is.
No, I don't really. I can't say that
exactly, dude. Why?
Yeah.
Nobody knew what a mug is.
They just wanted to be cool. Thing. You know, they were Australian. Or no, they were Californian.
Hawaiian.
They were
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, sorry. The Wild Thornberries was Australian.
With Nigel? I don't think they were. I mean, maybe they might have been in the game, but I don't think so.
Speaking of ones that were kind of near the high school years for us, you know which two kind of really hit home? Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron both had pretty banging.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents I'd watched semi-decently. Jimmy Neutron I didn't really ever watch because Shane annoyed me.
Oh, yeah, then, Shane, yeah. Shane has the same effect to me as... What?
I watched iCarly.
Yep.
And Avatar. The Last Airbender.
Avatar was fucking good. Avatar was the cartoon. The cartoon was badass. Like I genuinely loved the Avatar cartoon.
That show cranked as a kid, dude.
iCarly was good, and honestly, Drake and Josh was pretty fucking good too.
Yeah, every now and then Drake and Josh
was pretty funny.
Every now and then Drake and Josh hit for sure.
But yeah, man, like I thinking about those kind of shows, like it's just I don't think you can match those anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that those shows I don't know. Nickelodeon, like all other things, you know, especially with TV nowadays kind of taking a backseat to streaming and stuff. I definitely think the originality is gone from all those compared to how they used to be. Like those were some killer shows back in the day that could really, you know, you could sit on Nickelodeon, or Adult Swim or Cartoon Network and just sit there and watch cartoon after cartoon after cartoon and be engaged for 5 or 6 hours easily.
Easily.
Like, so you talked about Shane bugging you on Jimmy Neutron. You know who had that same effect for me that almost ruined the cartoon was the really dumb one on Ed, and Eddie. That guy really pissed me. The super dumb one. That he had the same effect for me as Shane did in Jimmy Neutron. It was just that level of stupidity that like is just unrealistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was overly dumb, so I was able to just like, yeah, this isn't real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was a pretty good one. What about cereal, Drake? Is cereal a soup?
See, I'm gonna say no. I don't think it is.
See, I say yes. Because, all right, go ahead. You give your argument first as to why you don't think.
Well, I don't think I know.
Oh.
No. No, I don't think it's a soup because a soup has to consist of like multiple ingredients inside of it.
Okay.
And then I would say soup also has to be hot.
Interesting. Okay. Now, can you eat soup cold? Not preferably. Can you technically eat soup cold?
I mean, can you punch yourself in the throat?
What? That's not a good parallel to this conversation. Can you, yes or no, eat soup cold?
I mean, you could.
Okay. And I could also punch myself in the throat.
Yeah. And I could also punch myself in the throat. You know?
Just randomly, just.
You know, like that Matrix
Fuck,
when Neo
funny.
extends his fingers out and jabs Mr. Anderson in the throat.
That's so funny.
Not Mr.
Okay.
Anderson, Mr. Smith.
Now, your other basis of your argument was that soup needs multiple ingredients. I will touch on that and say that in most soups, especially milk is a big ingredient or at least some sort of dairy product is a big ingredient in most soups. Whether it's whether it's cheese, whether it's heavy cream. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My special soup that I
false equivalency, false news.
Nope.
Fake news, Russian propaganda. Absolutely, dude.
So that's why I put it in the category of a soup because
milk being a base ingredient in most soups.
No, you misheard me. I didn't say most soups. I said it is a base ingredient and it can be a base ingredient in soups.
It can be cheese could be a base ingredient, but cheese and milk are two different things.
No, I'm telling you that there are a lot, whether it's milk or a certain form of milk, like a cream or like
say dairy.
Yeah, I'll say dairy. There's many.
I could say better dairy, sure, but I'd still say you're gonna find less soups with dairy in it than without.
No, I think you're the opposite, man. You're going to find that more soups. Yeah, dude, you're going to find that more soups have dairy in them than don't.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Like
Any
little
chicken noodle based soup.
Okay, but you can't just base it off of just chicken noodle.
Any pot roast soup.
You can easily put some sort of cream into a pot roast soup.
Any kind of ramen soup isn't going to have that in there.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean?
What do you mean?
You add milk to your ramen?
How do you not think that?
You add milk to your ramen.
Do you not think that
you boil a bowl of ramen noodles out of the package? You put a little noodles in there. You put your egg in there, and then like some kind of meat.
Dude, go to your ramen. Go to your ramen place that you go to. I guarantee you they use a cream in those ramen bowls that we had. Yes, dude, I could taste it. You could see the difference in the cream.
Tonkatsu is not. It has no dairy in it.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I think you're gonna be heartbroken when you go back.
Shoyu, which is a soy sauce based ramen, has no dairy in it.
Okay, I'm telling you, man.
Miso ramen has no dairy in it.
I'm telling you, you watch it, next time you go to your ramen place there in Williamsville, ask the lady that you can watch her. I guarantee you she adds a heavy cream in there. I guarantee it. No. I could taste it last time we went there to eat, man.
Could not,
yeah, 100%. It made it so much more creamier, dude. It really added to the creaminess of the ramen.
You're just... Yeah, I'll tell you what added creaminess to it.
Oh, that was you. Okay, that makes more sense. Then this whole entire argument's out the window. No, I mean, like, literally, like, so I think that cereal is a soup based off of just those two easy merits. That a lot of soups, not all, have some form of dairy, and you can have soup cold.
Not that have dairy in it. The only soups that have dairy in it are like cream soups. So like cream of mushroom, cream of potato, those could have dairy in it. I can see that.
I make a really good Italian soup that I use an entire bottle of heavy cream. And I add that with chicken broth And
yeah, okay. So at that point, then how thick or how loose does the broth have to be for it to be from a sauce to a soup? Because if you're adding that much heavy whipping cream, it is no longer a broth.
oh yeah, no, I guarantee you, it's still a broth. Everything is still submerged. It is
No.
it is 100% a liquidy broth because it's not just that. It's also like chicken broth and everything else that's added. There's some water and stuff as well too.
Yeah,
Now,
so
obviously,
on top of that, so okay, so name me a soup that is served cold. Because you're just saying you can eat soup cold doesn't actually negate that.
Yeah,
soup is
no,
served,
that
soup
is it.
hot.
Is it desirable? No, but here's the thing that I wanted to touch on.
No,
People
no.
eat cereal hot, dude. People eat cereal hot.
But cereal's not typically eaten hot. Oatmeal is typically eaten hot.
No, I'm
Oatmeal
telling you,
is
people
not
heat up their
cereal.
milk.
Yes.
People
No,
heat up their
not
milk
that
and then
many
pour their
people
cereal in.
Not that many people heat up their milk. I gave you the dairy and cream soups and also using some of those things. But I'm pushing back on the point again that soup needs to be hot because while I did agree that there is soups that use dairy in it, no soup is served cold. And it needs to be served cold, not that you just crack open a can of Campbell's chicken noodle, dump it in the bowl. You can't look it up, you cheater.
Fuck! God damn it! Oh my god. Okay, I concede that 99% of the soups in the world would be absolutely disgusting cold. Most of them, like the fat in them,
disgusting cold. Are they served cold?
No, I agree that they're not served cold.
They're all served hot.
Yeah, because I hate using this word, but most of the time when soup gets cold, the fat, the oils, everything coagulates. Everything coagulates on top. Now I'm curious though. I'm just gonna ask AI here quick to know if there's any traditional soups served cold because I'm genuinely curious. Like I was gonna say,
let's play to your point though. We can ask this after we finish debating this.
No, I concede the point. I concede the point that I'm conceding the point because I agree with you. The only one that I was gonna say that I wasn't sure if it was served cold or not is borscht. I don't know if borscht is served cold or not, and that was the only one that was gonna kind of. And that's
I don't
a big.
Know what borscht is?
Borscht is kind of like a beet. It's like a Ukrainian, Russian beet soup, but I just don't remember if it was served cold or not. It's actually really, really popular over there.
Yeah. Then my last point on soup is that it has to contain a protein.
Yeah, okay. That's I can agree with that. So on that aspect,
whether like the broth itself is the protein,
yeah,
or it has like a protein in it.
So gazpacho in Spain is a classic cold tomato and cucumber, pepper, garlic soup. Okroshka, which is a summer soup made with kvass. It's actually made with beer, potatoes, and eggs. That's cold. There's niguk, which is a group of cold soups often made with seaweed, cucumbers, and soybean paste in Korea. And then a lot of the countries do fruit soups, like cold berries, stone fruits, and stuff. So there are some ones, but they're not traditionally, like, you're not going to find, at your local, Olive Garden a cold
those are
soup.
Those are like super niche soups,
yeah.
I would say.
Yep.
Like very traditionalized, they're not the standard soup.
Yeah, so I would agree that without overly dressing up your cereal with like heating up the milk, putting a cereal in there, adding some sort of protein like you said, like whether it be a fruit or another grain in there to kind of like uptick it, I would agree that it is not a soup.
Yep, okay, sweet. There we go.
Okay.
Point one for your boy.
We're keeping track here. Fuck this. I'm gonna keep arguing that. I don't want to lose. Okay. Do you have one that you want? Well, I get my next one on deck. Do you have one that you want to debate? Do you want to bring up?
Let me see here. What do I got? Let's go with the classic. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay, I actually agree with you, but for the sake of this episode, I will play the opposing advocate. So I will say the hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay. Why?
I will say definitionally, a sandwich is a primary object in between bread, and a hot dog is anything is not anything but a primary object in between bread. What the hell are you looking up there? The definition of a sandwich?
I am damn right, because that is part of the argument.
This is off the dome.
Okay. If we're going off the dome, okay. If we're going off the dome, then I won't do that. I apologize. I thought that we were able to use facts in this situation and not have it hazed by hearsay. So I was just trying to make sure that
absolutely not, dude. Facts are fake, dude.
Facts are fake. Okay. So you just kind of shot yourself in the foot, though, because you said that a sandwich. You just turn the camera on. It's just stubs.
It's got peg legs. I'm a pirate, actually. So.
You just shot yourself in the foot with what you said, because you said a sandwich consists of one or more pieces of bread. Now,
I didn't say one or more pieces of bread. I said in between bread.
Yeah, and so you're using one slice. That's not in between bread.
Right. You can be in between bread.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot be in between one slice of bread.
If you take a sheet, okay, and you lay the sheet out on your bed, okay, and you lay down on top of one side of the sheet, and then you take the other side of the sheet and put it over top of you, you are now between that sheet.
No, you're not, because it's still open.
Yeah. No, it's closed. It's closed on top of you.
Nope, Yes. If I lay down on my bed and I have a blanket underneath me and a blanket over the top of me, I am now in between those two blankets.
In between two blankets. You don't have it.
If you lay on a sheet and put it over you, you are essentially laying there with an open-faced one side.
So what you're saying then is if you have a roll and you don't cut the roll through all the way and you put your hamburger in between of it, but it's still connected, that's no longer a sandwich?
Are you talking about a hot dog?
No, I just said if you take a roll.
A roll, like a sandwich roll.
Okay, a roll. Like a sandwich roll, a hamburger roll. Just take a roll and you cut it open, but you don't cut it fully in half. You leave that little edge attached still. You put your hamburger down and all your lettuce and stuff, and you put the top part, flap it back over. You're saying that's no longer considered a sandwich? Huh?
No, it's not, because it's not. They're not sitting in between it.
Then what is it?
There is a term for that. It is not. It is not a sandwich. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I wish I could research it right now.
There is no term for it.
There is 100% a term for something that is an open-faced style sandwich like that. That is exactly what a hot dog is.
An open-faced style what?
An open-faced style thing you eat.
Louder into the back in here?
Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, it is an open-faced style of eatery that
Oh, that's good. Good.
So yeah, no, I don't think it is. It's got to be between two buns, and if you don't cut your bun all the way, there are companies who specifically make those types of buns and put the stuff in there and actually have it purposefully sticking out of one side. That is exactly essentially what you're doing with a hot dog.
Yeah, but it's sticking out of more sides are open than are closed. So the difference between, I guess I would still argue that a pocket would still be a sandwich. So like a pita pocket, that's still a sandwich because it's still a primary meat or a primary item in between bread.
I would say that, yeah, I would say a pita is definitely a sandwich. What? Because
that's then how's a hot dog any different?
Because of the opening. You're talking about a pita bread that has this much opening. Okay, maybe this much opening where everything is packed inside and then surrounded and encompassed in there. You're talking about a hot dog that is literally like this long and has this big of an opening going across the top. That is an open face.
You not only did you say that the hot dog, you also said that if the hamburger isn't fully
cut in half, the hamburger bun, then the hamburger is also no longer a sandwich. Either.
No, yeah, it isn't because it's not.
No,
it's
fake news.
Oh my god! It is not. It is
What's
not.
your definition for that? Like, give me your definition of a sandwich.
A sandwich is any sort of meat, whatever the fuck you want, whatever it is, not meat, like whatever ingredient you have, it is equally in between two different pieces of bread. There are two individual pieces of bread that do not connect. The in between there is peanut butter and jelly, is ham and cheese, is a burger.
So a primary item in between two pieces of bread is what you said.
Correct.
So going back again, take your hamburger bun.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a single piece of bread, right?
Yeah.
If you cut that hamburger bun in half, does it now become two individual slices of bread, or is it still the same slice of bread?
No, it's two individual slices of bread if you cut it all the way through.
But it's still from the same piece of bread, though.
It don't matter. You cut it in half. It's two individual pieces of bread. It's the after, not the before.
So if you took your truck and you cut your truck in half,
you'd say you'd have two individual trucks?
No, I'd have two different individual pieces of a truck, which is what I would say about that. I'd have two individual pieces of bread. Yeah. Yeah. The exact same thing. I'd have two individual pieces of a truck. I have two individual now pieces of bread that are sitting on top and bottom.
Okay, so then where is the difference in a pita pocket being a sandwich, two individual slices of bread being a sandwich, but having a slice of bread only connected on one side not being a sandwich?
See, yeah, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. What's your answer to that?
That they're all sandwiches.
Okay.
It's easy.
Okay. I just
like a sub. A sub is a sandwich.
Okay, I struggle with the fact that
here's one more thing for you before you go on. Guess what they call? So you know what we call a hamburger, right? It's just a hamburger.
Yeah.
Right. What do we call? Take a hamburger, remove the hamburger out of it, and place a chicken patty into it. Well, now what do we call that?
Chicken sandwich.
A chicken sandwich, right? Do you know what they call a chicken sandwich in like almost every other country besides America?
What?
A chicken burger.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And so they don't make a distinction between like a chicken burger, a chicken sandwich, and a hamburger. You know what they also do? That they do that same thing. They call like a hot dog a burger as well. So there is no distinction again between those different things.
See, that's something that I think you just made up. I think you were just that. I think that you just were riding a perfect little level of facts there, and then you just slipped in that one fib to make it seem like it all sounded good. No. I don't know, man.
I have international experience, brother.
Yeah, international experience. Yeah. Can I have one round burger, please? No, you're fine. That was exactly, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly how Drake operates perfectly. He speaks very confidently, and then he can slip in things like that we all know are bullshit. Anyone else listening to this podcast that's traveled abroad, I would love to know if you've went to a restaurant and you've asked for a round burger, a round phallic shaped burger, and see if they give you a
phallic shaped burger. May I have one round phallic shaped burger, please? No, what I'm saying is it's classified under the burger status.
Okay. Um, I don't know, man. I just don't think it is. I don't think that the burger is. I don't think that the hot dog is in the burger. And here's the thing: a hot dog is in its own right, all by itself. Like nothing is duplicated with the hot dog. When you have hot dogs and like bratwurst and like all that stuff, it's its own category. Like it does not exist in the realm of any other category but itself.
Well, typically, like bratwurst, like other sausages, you know, you normally wouldn't eat that inside of a bun.
I disagree. Like Italian sausage and stuff, yeah, they have like you put that between a hoagie roll.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's,
do have them. You can put it in between a roll, sure, but typically, like sausages, like I feel like sausages are something that you eat more so individually as opposed to in sandwich form, unlike a hot dog, which is eaten primarily in sandwich form,
hmm.
like bratwurst and sausages.
Okay.
Because if you go to like any German festival and order a bratwurst, what are you gonna get? Just the bratwurst. You're not gonna get
Okay.
it in between in between a bun. You know what I mean?
See, I thought that they did have that. I thought that did go in between a bun for like, yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
just like what do you when you order what do you want, bacon or sausage for breakfast? They don't hand you the sausage in between a bun, right?
I wish they did. Fuck. Like, that's my dream. Okay. I think that we're still 50-50. I can like it's in its own category. It is not a sandwich. That's how I feel. I know
But
that you're
why though?
just for that exact purpose that it's just such an it's so
You have to give me like a good reason as to
okay.
why.
My good reason as to why is I struggle with the geometry of it all. I struggle so much that one side is completely enclosed and the other side is just wide open, and then that is where you put
So
hold on.
what?
And that's where you put your toppings. Like you have this giant one open side where you put your toppings, and then it just goes everywhere. You know what I mean? How many times have you had a hot dog where the ketchup just flies out the back end like it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's shooting a load.
How many
You know what I
times have
mean?
you had a burger where the ketchup just flies out the back end because you've been into it?
I've never had that once.
I'm like, stop it. Yes, you absolutely have. You're eating a hamburger and a little bit of ketchup drops on your plate. Yes, come on. Just you can turn your hot dog sideways. On the top of the bun, you can put your condiments on there and then put your bun on top and eat it sideways if you really wanted to have a top and a bottom still. You don't have to eat it sideways like it's presented.
But then still you have two wide open sides.
Huh? You have three wide open sides technically
Yeah.
because it's
That's
a
that's my
rectangular,
argument.
you know.
Is just the geometry of it all. Like
So
traditional,
so
the
then
traditional.
would you say because whenever you pull out your hot dog bun and you open a bunch up, there's always that one, you know, you maybe you heat it up on the grill a little bit, and especially if you heat it up on the grill a little bit,
Yeah.
there's always that one that does rip in half, and it becomes a top, an individual top, and an
Man,
individual.
what a
bottom
way to
piece.
ruin a
And
barbecue.
then you put your fucking hot dog in between two individual slices of bun. Now that's your definition of a sandwich.
Yeah, I would say it's a sandwich.
So you. Oh my God.
It all depends on how you eat it, man.
No. It's either it is a sandwich in its entirety or it's not a sandwich in
No,
its entirety.
there's forms. You could cut a hot dog in half and then put it between two buns. That's a hot dog sandwich all day long. But the traditional way that it's consumed is one side wide open with the condiments on top, with one piece of bread facing outwards. You put the little phallic shape in the crevice and you eat it. That is in its own category altogether. It is not a sandwich.
All right. I don't think we're gonna convince each other.
No, we're stuck in the mud on that
So,
one.
Look up an actual definition of a sandwich now.
Okay, I had it on here. Yeah, let's see here. So a sandwich is defined as food consisting of two or more slices of bread or a split roll with filling between them, such as meat,
Oh,
cheese, or
shit.
vegetables.
Oh, fuck. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Based on that definition.
You got shit on now, dude. You got fucking absolutely cranked.
Some definitions are broader, saying a sandwich is any meat or poultry filling between two slices of bread, a bun, or a biscuit. Okay. I mean, honestly, like on this here, like it says in between a bun, so it does technically qualify
split
as a
roll,
definition
you know?
as a sandwich. Yes, I will concede that is that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got another one here for you, and then we'll finish with one of yours. Is clapping appropriate when a plane lands, or is that
Absolutely
just a
not.
fucking dick move?
Absolutely, yep. No clapping allowed during a plane's landing.
Now, see,
Now, what's the scenario? Are we inside the plane as after we land? Are we standing on the runway watching the plane land?
Okay.
Are we waiting at the gate for the plane to pull and land and pull into our spot? Like, who are we in clapping?
Yeah, I mean,
in
you're
that
just
scenario?
you're just a dick if you're just clapping, like you're waiting for like a relative to show up, and you're just like, yay! You're just standing in the terminal, like everyone's looking at you. No, okay. Here's the scenario: the plane, obvious turbulence, very windy. You're pretty scared. You're pretty nervous on the landing. Maybe it's very inclement weather. The plane lands. Is it a dick move? Like, are you clapping and it sounds sarcastic and everyone else is like pissed at you? Or is it like you're clapping, oh my God, I just escaped, possibly a death scenario? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay. Now, I will tell a story here as to the reason why I think it's okay. Flying in.
You do it.
What's that? Yeah, I do it every time. Like if it's bright, if it's blue skies, I'm like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like every time, everyone's just staring at me. No, so I was flying into Toronto one time, flying on a smaller plane. Lake Ontario was just howling that day. Terrible winds. It was a nasty winter flight. We got down below like 10,000 feet coming in for the landing, and all hell broke loose. Like literally started fighting the winds. Now we were landing at an airport in Toronto called Billy Bishop, and Billy Bishop Airport is on an island. It's literally like when you're landing, you see you're watching your tires on the plane, and they're like getting close to the water, and then at the last second it's land, and then they hit the tarmac, and you slow down instantly. So it's like there's not really much room for error, and we come in. And we're coming into land, and the winds were so bad that when I was looking out the window, you would see, like, the plane was rocking so bad that I would see the sky, I would see the downtown area of Toronto, and then I would see water. And it was that bad that it was just constantly rotating. And I was literally white knuckling the seat, like, as hard as I could. Everyone else was too. You could definitely tell, like, everyone was quiet. Everyone was freaking the fuck out. And we were coming into Billy Bishop, so there wasn't much room for error. And we get into that area where I'm watching, like, us get close to the ground, and we're still rocking that bad. And all of a sudden, like, the runway is there, and we slammed hard. Like, we hit hard enough where a couple people screamed out, and one person started crying. That's how hard we hit the runway. Because we just had to, like, kind of dive in because it was so windy. When we finally got to the end of the runway, probably I'd say 70 to 80% of the plane was clapping because we were all so grateful and thankful that we are down on the ground. So that's where I think that it's okay when you have a situation like that it's okay to clap. It's not rude. Now, obviously, if it's like a late flight and you guys land and you're on the runway for a while and then you pull into the gate and you're clapping because you can fucking finally get off the plane when it's like 90 degrees in the plane, sure, go ahead and clap sarcastically, like, you know what I mean? Like that's where you might get looked at as a douchebag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my story that's what I think. That's what I think is an acceptable time to clap, is when it's
that's an acceptable time. The prompt was, is it okay to clap always when the plane lands?
No, I don't think so. I would say no.
All right, so we're in agreement then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a normal landing, and all of a sudden the dude stands up and starts
Yeah,
clapping.
just fucking let's go.
You
You know what I mean?
Yes! Yeah!
Yeah,
Fuck yeah! You know.
You might get
Sir, please
penalized.
sit down. Yeah, you know what I mean. Your person sitting next to you, don't know who they are. They're annoying as hell.
All right, you got one more. Give us a good one.
Okay, I got a couple here. We'll see which one we find that we don't have that we don't agree on here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Where the heck did it just go? All my things just all unhighlighted. Oh, here we go.
Okay. This one. I said I was gonna do this one. Like, which would you be if you had to like endure like an annoyance daily? Which would you rather endure? Having your shoes constantly untied or having your socks slightly damp? And I would say my socks. Like I would much rather endure my shoes being untied.
Oh no, see, I'm the opposite. Yeah, I disagree with you. I don't care about my socks being wet. I walk around I'll walk out in the rain with my socks like without my shoes on if I need to go out. It's like I quickly doesn't bother me at all. They're basically thin shoes.
All right, guys, I'm getting off. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Have a good podcast. So that one's more like an opinion, so I'm not sure how you would really, like we're gonna debate.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Yep.
How about this one? Boneless wings. Are boneless wings like actually wings, or are they nuggets?
No, they're nuggets.
Yeah,
it's not a wing.
I agree.
It's not a wing because it's not.
I fully agree.
The wing is the structure. Like it's.
Yeah, well, the wing is like includes the bone. It's like literally you just take it off the chicken.
Exactly, it's the structure of the actual food. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wetting the toothbrush is one.
Let's see what animal. I don't want to do these animal ones either again because we already did one. What is the more annoying habit to witness? Nail biting or knuckle cracking?
I think nail biting is absolutely disgusting.
Yep. Okay, I was going to say the same thing.
I think I knuckle crack all the time. I don't think it's rude. But when I see someone biting their fingers,
rude, it's just a sound versus somebody putting their fingers in their mouth.
Well, then they do that, and then they go touch a door handle or something that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to touch your spit.
Freaking gross.
Yeah. Like, come on. Is it acceptable to listen to holiday music year round?
I say yes.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay then. So, Grinch, please tell me why.
If you do something enough, it loses its ring. It loses its speciality. Okay? So if you listen to Christmas music in the entirety of the year, that Christmas music no longer is special anymore because it's just another song.
Okay, I will flip that exactly 180 on you. What if that song or genre is the way for you to escape to a time, whether you're coping or that you long for? So what if I'm listening to Christmas music because that's around the time that my grandma died, and that's a good way for me to connect with her and feel comfortable because I have a close tie of that Christmas music with her passing around that time. So I listen to Christmas music to get myself happy throughout the year because it brings me closer to thinking about the merriment that I experienced, and then her passing.
Okay, that's doing something more so in remembrance. What I was thinking of, not so much as like in remembrance of something, but like just listening to it just to listen to it.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly acceptable. I mean, if it puts you in a good,
you just hop in your car. You're having a good day. You woke up. It's a great day. You hop in your car and you put on fucking Jingle Bells.
I'm gonna be dead honest with you. There is definitely been a few times that I put on some sort of Christmas music in May, in June. Like, I'm not even joking you. Like, I get that feeling. I love the time. It's is it not every day? No, but if it's something that like you want to feel that kind of holiday spirit, why not? Why not have something that's going to why deprive yourself of something that's going to make you happy if you want to listen to that?
Because it's wrong.
It's not wrong. Oh man. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Jesus was fundamentally against surfing. That's
Yeah, he was. It's very
Jesus
true.
was fundamentally against surfing. Something that Drake brought up before our podcast, and I think that is going to be an all-timer. I think that's going to be an all-timer. God, that's so funny. We were just talking about just like ideas for the podcast, and he just brings up the fact that like we were talking and I don't remember what the topic was, but like Drake just immediately goes to one of his isms that he has that he tries to like stop me on, and like immediately was against surfing, and like just that was so perfect. That was so funny.
We like had a quick discussion on religion, and then you said the surfer looking dude, and I said Jesus was fundamentally against surfing.
I called Jesus the surfer looking dude. Yeah. And he said Jesus is fundamentally against not against surfing in a whole, just the fundamentals of surfing he hates.
Yeah, just he was fundamentally like at his base. Surfing was not something that was enshrined upon in his kingdom. Yeah, I guess I don't
really have a good argument for why it's not acceptable, other than because
holiday music has a certain cheer to it, and if you listen to it, it's like when a new song comes on the radio, and all the radio does is just play that new song. You just hear that new song over and over and over again, and by the time you like put it, it's on your playlist, and the song comes up on your playlist, you hit skip because you've just heard it so many times. That's how it is. If I'm hearing Christmas music the entire year round, and then all of a sudden, Christmas time comes and they start playing that music on the radio, I'm now like, okay, this is the 912th time I've heard Jingle Bells this year, so I'm going to actually turn on Chevelle.
Yeah. So I will agree that playing it year round, like nonstop, would be horrible. But playing a song that you kind of just want to feel a little bit of holiday cheer in June, completely acceptable.
Because that was the prompt. It says, is it acceptable to listen to holiday music year round?
Yeah, year round, but you don't have. But is that question stating that you are only listening to Christmas music year round? Because if that's the case, then I completely it's not okay. Like, you need to be able to change it up a little bit. That's psychopathic shit. If you're listening to Jingle Bell Rock for, if you're,
what I mean? The Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah. Whereas if you're listening to it, for, in June, if you listen to maybe a batch of 3 songs just to feel a little bit of happiness that you're excited for the holiday season, maybe around this time when you're near the Christmas kind of Halloween, like you're getting into the stages now of all of the holidays, maybe this is the time where you bust out a Christmas song or two just to kind of get yourself into the mood.
Halloween is around the corner. You listen to Halloween things.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Christmas so Rob Zombie.
Yep, Rob Zombie. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Boom! Now I just shattered the world with that one.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed these debates as much as we did. This was an absolute blast. I think these were some really fun ones. We brought some serious pointers into the mix here for everything. Just chime in and comment what you guys think is, comment on your end, what you guys think might be stuff that you disagree with or agree with from our debates here. If you guys have anything that you think we should debate, like next time, put it in there and let us go at it. Like, Drake and I are heavy hitters when it comes to this stuff. We'll size up cocks pretty good. So with that being said, Drake, any closing remarks on your end?
Skippledore, Gibbon, Hob, Flob, and Timmy 2 with a little bit of drizzle.
Okay. With that being said, guys, have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.